let's see, what have we been doing around here? We have planted a little grass in some areas that have bare spots. We spread some mulch. I didn't video any of that because it's like landscaping stuff. Figured maybe you wouldn't be interested in that. But been taking care of the chickens. We were getting ready for a guest this weekend, but this weekend it was my daughter and my grandson. They were going to come, and they ended up canceling it because they're sick and they didn't want to come down here and get us sick. So we appreciate that. I mean, I'm sad because I really wanted her to come, but it's okay. You can wait till another weekend. We postponed it for a couple weeks, and then she's going to come. But let's see, what else have we done? Moved some dirt around. Got a load of gravel to fill in on the parking pad. I'm going to be honest. I cheated a couple days ago and I took a peek under the tarps. They're not ready. But anyway, we're moving forward with them. And we're just going to call this Allison Learns Lessons. Last year, I used the black tarp that was thick, solid black from Hoss Tools, and I spread it out. I tilled, I waited, I tilled, I waited, I covered it up. I was really behind the curve whenever it came to the time when I was doing it. I think last year I didn't even start this process until April, and it was just kind of a hot mess. Anyway, this year is going to be even more of a hot mess, but that's okay because I'm learning. I mean, last year I did a little bit, but I wouldn't really classify it as official gardening. We were in and out. We weren't really here enough to go out and use the garden to take care of it like we were supposed to. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I learned. The lesson is always use a black tarp. Always use a thick black tarp. They're still on, leaving it on, not ready to do that plot yet, but I'm going to show you why you don't use a blue tarp. This is why you don't use a blue tarp. So this is why you don't use a blue tarp. I grew a beautiful stand of grass. It's still tilled. Beautiful, beautiful till job. Nice, soft, fluffy dirt. But I have grown a beautiful stand of grass that I had tilled and let germinate. The good news is it looks like that's mostly what it is the grass. And it's nice dirt. Let me get down in here and get a little piece of it. Sandy. I think it's got good loam to it, but it does have that beautiful, beautiful grass. Beautiful. So that's why earlier I said, I think I'm going to be doing some tilling. So I'm going to till this under and get this planted and see how this year goes. This may be my last year in-ground gardening. I'm kidding. I don't really mean it. It's just a little bit of frustration over here. So give me a minute and I'll show you what underneath the black tarp looks like. This is just me pulling back the corner of the black tarp. That grass did germinate, but as you can see, it's yellowing. And by the time I get ready to pull this off this plot in 2 weeks, all that'll be dead. I hope. I could be wrong. Things could change. But last year, that's what happened. So fingers crossed that this black tarp will be what saves me. And Hoss Tools, I guess I'll be purchasing one more black tarp from you to get the job done, because this is not getting the job done. Side note, see that blue tarp laying over there? I have a beautiful, brand new, almost brand new, 30 by 30 tarp for sale, if anyone is interested. Also, the other thing that the tarps create are good, safe places for fire ants. They love being in here, but I'm going to till them up. Nothing gives me too much more pleasure than tearing up a fire ant bed. They'll move somewhere else. Last year, I did not use a string,
so they were a little wonky. So I'm hoping to do a little better this year.
Silver Queen sweet corn. I got this PEX pipe, and it's a 1/2 inch. Everybody I've seen uses an inch, but you know what? I didn't have an inch, so I'm using a 1/2 inch. Use what you got. So, in the package, let's see what the package says. This is pretty corn. I don't think I've ever noticed corn dried out. Planting depth 1 inch. Yep, by the time I get it covered, that's about what it'll be. And seed spacing 6 to 8 inches. So we'll go with that. Well, I guess it'd help if I would lift this off the ground as I go. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, much better. Oh yeah, at least you don't have to bend over to do this. Puts it right where you want it to go. You know, you don't really get a concept when you're doing this as to how many seeds would actually go into a row. And I guess I could have sat down and done the math on it, but I'm too impatient for that. I was just ready to plant. Today is Friday. It's Good Friday. Everybody says you're supposed to plant your corn on Good Friday. You can go ahead and plant it. We're supposed to get rain on Sunday. Oh, let's try that again. That was crooked. Turn my hoe this way. Yeah, we're supposed to get rain on Sunday, so I'm just being pretty optimistic here that it'll stay cold enough after that this will germinate. If it doesn't, guess what? I'll just go get some more corn and try it again. Maybe not as straight of a row as the other one. Okay. Like I always say, treat your tools with respect. Maybe I should start down here and go that way since I'm already here. Well, missed that one. not an exact measurement. I'm ready to see something coming up. I know we still could have our last frost, but I'm going to be optimistic and think we're not going to have any more. Our forecast, I think the lowest we had was 41 coming up. So it's been so windy today. Sometimes my camera's falling over because it's kept me cooled off. And our dogs that keep insisting on running out here to see what I'm doing. We have 3 Boston Terriers, Emmy, Peanut, and Dixie. Emmy's 13. Peanut is 13. They're 5 months apart. And Dixie is 9. We had another Boston Terrier. His name was Dexter. I always like to mention him when I'm talking about him. And he was our Boston Frenchie mix. So he was considered a Frenchton. And he died about a year ago. We were sad to see him go. He's a really good dog. He was a rescue. And there's one I dropped. Look, I have enough. I think I have enough for 1 more row. Maybe 2 more rows. Oops. Get overbalanced. You have a video of me laying on the ground. I'm just doing what I learned. Where'd I learn it from? That's right, YouTube. And my uncle. Although I never really paid attention to what any of my uncles said or did because I was too busy being mad at my mom for making me come work in the garden. I had no interest in working in the garden. Didn't like hoeing, didn't like weeding, didn't like carrying the baskets in from the field. Definitely did not like breaking up green beans. Here comes my husband now. He must be off work. It's funny. He's the one that's always been in the entertainment industry. We did trivia shows, and he loved doing his trivia shows. But for some reason, he does not enjoy being on my YouTube videos. Can't imagine why. He's actually very well spoken to be an old country boy from South Carolina. I believe he's putting out my mulch for me. That will not get put out tomorrow because I have just about run out of steam for the day. My day gets started pretty early, thanks to Peanut. He gets me up usually about 5. Wouldn't that be crazy if this corn came up? I know I'd be stunned. I'm not trying to say it's an inferior product. I'm trying to say that means I can grow stuff. Keep doing what I've been doing. That seemed to work. So I'll keep you updated. The other thing I'm going to do is plant some green beans in this plot. I'm going to plant, I think, pole beans. And I think I'm going to also plant some lima pole beans. because I have green beans going in my raised beds. So, well, if you hadn't already liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button at the bottom of the video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe, because that would help my channel, or at least that would show somebody that you enjoy being entertained by an old lady who's just learning how to garden at the ripe old age of 57. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
There's a rusted sign on County Road 9. Faded letters spell no outlet. Past the churchyard gate and the red clay line where the dew clings to the wild violets. You won't find it on a map or a guide, but it's the place where my heart resides, where the gravel meets the